1.5 glass. This is roughly 1 glass and a half, roughly 200 grams. And the same glass that I have measured the basin, I am taking chickpea flour, I am taking the water, just 1. Ratio is 1.5 to 1. Then we are going to add 1. So you add 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoon of sugar, 3 teaspoon of sugar and 4 teaspoon of sugar. Now we are making dhokla. For this we need a steamer. This is water in a big pateli. I don't have a steamer, so I'm putting the bowl and then I'm going to cover it and leave it for steaming this pateli. Okay, I've switched on the gas. Now I'm going to oil this container and put in this steamer that I have just made, like this. Steam here the steamer, and I'm going to cover it like this. So we are going to let it steam for some time and then we are going to keep it, let it be. So in the meanwhile, I've already told you 1.5 cup of this glass. In the meanwhile, just oil with ghee or refined oil as you please. I'm putting ghee on all the edges. A stand like this one. So we will cover it, let it steam. Here I have greased the bowl. So here we have just added 2 teaspoons of sugar. We will add some more sugar to this. Depending on how sweet dhokla do you want, we will add about pinch of salt to this. And to this I am adding baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon, and then I will whisk it softly. Now after whisking for 2 minutes, I am going to add about 1/4 and a little bit more. That's it. 1/4 teaspoon of ENO, and to this I will add about 2 teaspoon of water, and then I will whisk it. Along with I will add about 1 teaspoon of ghee, so that you can add peanut oil also, but I prefer adding ghee because we want to keep the dhokla moist. So we will ferment it slowly, mix it, and immediately after 1 minute, after mixing it well, see the kheer is coming, we will shift it to the greased bowl for steaming. So if you see, the consistency is good to go. This bowl we have already greased. I'm going to transfer the material to the greased bowl for making the dhokla. 1 minute. Let me just transfer it. Now see, I have successfully transferred. Here the steam is already in the steamer. It is, see, on the edges the ghee. I'm keeping the bowl in the steamer and covering it. So we will cook it for about 20 minutes and the dhokla will be done. Alright. In the meanwhile, take little 1.5 teaspoon of ghee at room temperature in a wok. Add rye to it, and then we will just let the rye splitter. See the rye splitting here. To this we will add, if you want you can add about 2 teaspoons of sugar, and to this I am going to add about 1/3 glass of water. To this we are going to give, after a while, let the sugar settle down, melt in the water. Then, and I will also add a pinch of salt to this here. little salt, not much because we like it sweeter. This much, that's it. So we are going to add this water above the dhokla. Once it's done, make sure this is at room temperature. Let it cool after some time, and then we will add it cool in the dhokla. Thank you so much. Let's wait for the dhokla to be done. You can see the dhokla is being cooked. I'll just not open the steamer, but you can see how much steam is coming. Let's wait for 20 minutes. Tarka has really melted the sugar. I'm going to switch it off and let it cool. And you can half the water, if you depending on the quantity of the dhokla, you can add the sweetening water, because the dhokla will absorb whole of the butter. Depends how much sweet you want. 15 minutes have passed, only 5 minutes left. If you can see inside, it's almost very pretty. Last, I'm going to take out the bowl. Set the dhokla on low flame. It's about 20 minutes up, and I'm just going to see the water is falling, the steam is forming, and I will just switch off the gas now, and I'll just show you once. Wow, beautiful. It's done. We will just take a test. Pour a knife, it doesn't stick, that means it's done. Remember, it is all hot. I'm going to very carefully take out the bowl. Let it cool for another 10-20 minutes, and then we will take it out. Steamer that we made out of the patili, and this is the beautiful dhokla. We are just waiting for another. See, it has left the sides of the pan, and it is very, very soft. I can't wait to dig in. See, it's left the sides. We'll wait for another 5 minutes. See, it is so soft from above. I can hardly wait to take it out. It's been about 5 minutes. I think it has left the sides. Good to go. Just check from all the ends, and I'm going to tilt the bubble out. Wow, so soft, my goodness, so soft it is. Ouch, just so damn soft. I'll just let it cool for another some time, and then we will. Got the chashni that I had made, and there is our beautiful dhokla. I'll just slice it and show you how soft. You can just see it is too soft. Wow, lovely. And my god, it is so nice and so soft. I'll just slice it off and show you. Lovely dhokla, homemade. I mean, I know it's a lockdown, and I personally am very foodie, so this is homemade dhokla. Wow, that little, see how spongy it is. You can just see it is too spongy. Just see, it is all well cooked. You can check, it is all well cooked. Now what we are going to do, we don't want it to be cold. Before it gets cold, I am going to sprinkle the chashni that I made here. This chashni we will sprinkle on the dhokla, on each. If you want, let me just make a little space in between so that the chashni gets absorbed per piece here. So little space I'm putting. Now I'm going to add the chashni that we made so that it doesn't dry out. See how beautifully. So enjoy this dhokla made fresh at home. See, there is no extra water. All the water chashni has been absorbed by the dhokla, and it is so soft, so nice, so good. So this is the homemade dhokla. I hope that you enjoyed watching it, and you will surely taste it, make it at home and have it. Thank you so much for watching. So this is to good health, and homemade cooked food is always best. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe my channel.